All right, real time and quick one. Your God is not going to help you, maybe through that your friend or through that person that you are hoping and trusting to be of help to you, until you learn how to be appreciative, until you learn how to be grateful. You are only relying and depending on a particular person as if that person is your God, because you put your hope towards that person every now and then. You think to give is easy. If it is easy, then learn how to give. To give is an ability to know that what you have can be shared with someone else. So if you have, you share. If you have more than two, you can share. So imagine for someone to have that ability of sharing when he has, and you are not the one that even tell the person to help you. The person is helping you willingly. Talk less of the ones that can even open their mouth and ask for someone of help, and that person, willingly was able to help you. So you're not taking it as as a privilege, or maybe as an advantage. Every now and then, you'll be hoping on a certain person. And when the person did not help you, that person will become your enemy. It will be the topic of the town. You keep talking about him. You forgot that that person has been there for you. We always like to see the wrongs of others. We don't even checkmate our own. We always like to find fault where we can pick offense, where we can see fault on someone, forgetting that we all are humans. Nobody is perfect. So if you think that if you ask someone for help and that person did not help you, then you begin to be talking about that person, bad about that person. Forgot that person has been there for you. You can't even pay the person back what the person has been doing for you. So your own issue is that you ask of help, the person did not render that help. That is the offense only the person has committed. So you begin to pick offense, begin to talk bad, ill of that person. As if you were the one in his position, you will render that help to others. So let's learn how to be grateful. Let's learn how to appreciate, no matter little or no matter how. If someone is there for you, even an encouragement, you should learn to appreciate. It's not easy for someone to caution you with love, until we learn how to appreciate our helpers, learn how to appreciate those God has been using to be a blessing to us. Pray for them. Pray that God will open doors for him. You see, one of the mistake that we always make as human beings, we always, put our hope and trust on people as if they are our God. You can only pray to God to help you. Then when God wants to release that blessing, he will use someone to render that help to you. So, but if you are hoping on someone just like you and I as a human, he will fail you. And that God got angry and got annoyed. God is a jealous God. He might hide in the heart of that person not to help you. In fact, he can even block all the ways that you are looking for a way for a solution. To be honest with you. So if you want to get the heart of God, don't put your hope on human being. Put your hope only in God. Because he is the only one who will run for your rescue in times of need. When you have a problem, you pray to God. Then after praying, you have confidence that God that you have prayed has answered your prayers. Then you leave the rest for God. Now it is all left for God to touch the heart of someone who is your helper, to remember you. It is what it is. Or you are seeing it's an obligation that your helper must surely help you. And if he doesn't help you, that is a crime. If he doesn't help you, that is an offense. People help others willingly if they are led. It is not under audacity or based on the fact if they don't help you, wrong will happen. No. And it is a designment of God towards human to be there for each other. So if you don't have the heart of being a help towards one another, then you ought to seek for such, because it pays to be there for each other. Because the same Christ was there for you and I, who died for us. If it's not God, most of us in the level that we are today, we aren't have been where we find ourselves. God might have used someone also to be a blessing to someone out there who has been a blessing to others. So if you are the stingy type, that you felt like you are trying to outsmart everyone, you are trying to apply smartness, everything is a guy man, you want to always be collecting from people, you are blocking your doors. You are blocking your doors. You that is collecting from someone, learn how to give. You that always like, give me, and if your helper did not help you, he turn automatically your enemy. You will begin to emphasize his issue out there because you felt that he has offended you, which even the help he renders to you, you can't even pay for it back in return. But you are good at talking down, trying to, if you find a way to criticize and to say sort of things that will even cause harm to the name or the title of that person, because the person weren't able to render such help that you are looking for. Put your hope and trust in God. Pray to God so that God will be the one to touch the heart of your helper, to remember you. And try to work hard and try to have something doing for yourself so that you can be able to be contented with that little God has given to you. The problem we have is we always forget that there is God, and we felt that God does not exist. So so we have to put our hope on people. So when that people fail us, we begin to feel bad. You never give anybody anything to keep for you. So don't begin to feel offended the person wronged you. It's by willingly. If your helper can be able to render you a help, it is by willingly. So don't think that you can pick offense for no reason. So learn how to give so that you can be able to receive. Learn to give so you can also receive. It is written, and it is what it is. If you give, you receive. So don't always be on the receiving side every now and then. So when the person you ask for help did not help give you, you begin to turn automatically. The person will become your enemy. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. So you that is collecting, learn to give to others. And you must give something that comes from your heart. Most of us that give based on eye service, at the end of the day, even the thing you give, you are getting angry. When you return back to your place of, you begin to nurse, if I know, I wouldn't have given this person, and this thing I give is spending me. Then don't give if you know that thing you are giving is not from your heart. You must give something that comes from your heart so that you can remove your mind from it. And when you give it, don't expect it back in return from the same person you give it to. Because the person that God will use to also remember you might not be that person that you gave it to. So most people say give and take. Give and take, yes, some people, I believe in give and take. I'm not against it. But whenever you give out something to someone, never you expect that thing in return from such person that you have given it to. Or remind that person that you've been there for the person. When you give, you remove your eyes and look up to God and work hard. When someone God will touch his or her heart to remember you, that person will also remember you without complaint. So that is where I see it as give and take. But you must learn how to give, not always on the receiving side. Then when you receive, it seems like you don't know how to. Some people, their hands are like this. They cannot release this hand. To give people they will rack brain. For them to release a little token to be a blessing to people, they will rack brain. And they have been receiving from others, but to give to another person that they are better off, it is a difficulty. It is a task for them. Imagine such kind of people. If you are in such kind of gathering or of such kind of people, in a gathering of such kind of people, exit yourself from it, those kind of people. Those people who always like to complain about others and they cannot even give. If you are in that category, exit yourself from such people. Some people say, Pastor, so every time you go to church, you pay tithe, you pay. See, let me tell you, giving is more of better than even tithe. You can see someone outside there and bless that person from the depth of your heart. That blessing you give will return in 100-fold. So it's not about, religion, because most of people that will come and be writing all sorts of things here. It is not all about religion. It must come from your heart willingly. And if you still insist, you felt like you want to keep this doctrine, yes, it is good to sow. You sow in the church also. Be a blessing to anybody you want to be a blessing to. So don't always be on the receiving side. Every now and then you ask, give me. How many people have you given? How many people have you helped? Christmas don't reach now. You want to be on a position that you will be observing people so that you will know who you will tackle, so that you will know who will give you. And if the person did not give you, you will begin to plan evil to that person. Any evil that anybody is planning against you towards this Christmas time, because of that person is depending on you. No matter, I don't care whether it's your family or your friends or your cousin. Anyone who has a bad agenda towards you, and you know it that you are good, you are kind, and you have no grudges in mind towards anybody, God will vindicate you. And that person, that dig where you don't dig for himself, now him go fall inside there. Yes, that person will fall into that dig, that hole that he dig. You understand? So let's be good, be kind, and be nice, so that God will always fight for us. Let's stop pinpointing people as if they are under mandatory to be there in our cases of issues. Let's always complain our problem to God, so that God will always fight for us. Thank you for everyone for watching. Remember, I love you all, and I will keep being here for real. I state the facts straight so that every one of us will know the truth will always prevail. Peace, love.